We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Some room to maneuver. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 78 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a give to Barkley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
This almost to the 40 before going out. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A handoff to Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. The 40. Past the 20.
You gotta love it, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. back to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Slayton. Gets through and now an opening. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the run, it's Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
Let's get it.
Second and 3. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Catch made by Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now back to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have to.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A Azeez Ojulari, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. 30. 10.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
This is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. The Giants on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On first down, Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here's Barkley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Giants have taken the lead. big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
They'll look to throw.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big play there for Philly. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.